Measuring and fitting compression garments is not that difficult, but we totally get it. If you're looking at a compression garment size chart and it looks like that, that can be pretty intimidating at first glance. So in this video, I'm going to show you everything you need to do to measure and find your size for most compression garments. Now, first thing first, this is not the best type of measuring tape. So let's grab one that's going to work. The one I'm grabbing here is just from Walgreens. It was in a sewing travel kit and it works just fine. Okay, we have our flexible measuring tape. I'm going to show you how to do a general circumference measurement. Circumference means all the way around. This is going to be on my wrist, but you can do the same thing, or the same idea applies if it's on your leg or anywhere else. You are just going to wrap the tape around, and the tape should be touching the skin all the way, but it doesn't need to be super tight. Most compression arm and hand garments use the same standardized places to measure. For a hand, you typically only need 2 measurements. The CA measurement is a circumference right at the base of the fingers. This is where I would do it on this person. And then the CC measurement is right at the smallest part of the wrist. I would do it right in that area. That's it for compression gauntlets and compression gloves usually. For a compression arm sleeve, we're going to do just a couple additional measurements. In addition to the CC measurement, you are going to do the CE measurement. That is at the elbow with a slight bend. This arm is maybe a little bit too straight, so with the elbow at a slight bend. And then the last one is at the top of the arm, and that's the CG measurement. I would typically do that right about here on this person. A little trick for finding out where to do the CG measurement is if you are standing, hold a piece of paper right below your arm and then bring your arm down and then trace that to the outside. That is generally going to be where you want an arm sleeve to stop, so it's not going to encroach into your armpit and be uncomfortable. The last measurement you're going to take is the length measurement, and that is going to be wherever you took the CG measurement all the way down to where you took the CC measurement, and that's going to be the length of the sleeve. For most arm sleeves and most gauntlets and gloves, that's all the measurements you need in order to find your size. Here we're going to look at how to find your size using a size chart from one of the manufacturers. The first thing we are going to look at is the wrist measurement, which was the CC measurement we took earlier. We are going to find a measurement or a size where 18 centimeters fits at the wrist, and then ignore everything else. So we'll see that fits at a size 3. So we already eliminated all the other sizes. There's only a couple options that remain. So it's a lot less confusing already as you get to this point. The next measurement is going to be the CE measurement, which that was the elbow. And we're going to look here at the E measurement and notice that we have a problem already. So it fits here at the wrist, but it doesn't fit here. We cannot go left or right at this point. We've already eliminated those because they don't fit at the wrist. So the thing that we can look at, though, is the next size up. Many of the manufacturers have what they call max sizing or plus sizing or full sizing. That is going to have the same size at the wrist, but then get a little bit larger in the upper arm, which helps a lot of those patients. So we can see that the regular sizing does not fit. So we can actually just go ahead and ignore the G measurement just like that. We can only look at the max sizing now. So we see that it does fit 30 at the elbow, and that's great. And then we're looking at the CG measurements of 34, and it does fit there as well. So our size is size 3, max or full or plus, whichever one the manufacturer is referring it to as. The last thing we need to look at is the length of 42 centimeters. And I did all these measurements in centimeters. You can use inches just as well. They have both measurements here. But 42 centimeters is either going to be regular, which goes up to 43, or long, which goes over 43. So it looks like at 42, we are going to be in the regular length. So our complete size here is size 3, max, and regular. That's all there is to measuring and fitting compression garments. Just a couple different measurements and knowing how to use the size chart. At any point you have any questions, just reach out to our customer service and we're always there to help.